G'day punters and welcome to the Wild West, brought to you by Betfair Australia, betfair.com.au. Bet harder, bet smarter, get involved. Crip, how are you?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, not well though. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not well at
Accurate
all.
reflection.
Yeah, not bad. Wasn't well on Sunday morning after Dig Deep got the job done for us last Saturday, but
congratulations. And
thanks.
Well, let's kick off with some review of last week.
Straight into it. She's Enchanted, race 2 was my best of the day. Moral beaten Daniel. Should have won the race. No, I knew you were going to be like this as well, and I wasn't ready for this. Like, you're already pissing me off. You're already giving me the shits. She's Enchanted misses the kick, hadn't done that its previous 2. Upper wall, Amacinus from 10 gets a 3 wide line on the back of the stablemate. Like, here, have the cart up so you can beat the stablemate. And then She's Enchanted flushes rails late, huge run. I reckon you run that race 10 times, it wins 8.
I reckon the only
of
thing
the times.
you did say that if She's Enchanted and Amacinus sprint from the same spot, then there's only one result, and they pretty much did. So.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a very good run by your horse. I can't sort of.
Oh, dearie mate, should have
Yeah.
won comfortably. $5 as well. Jeez, I had a whack at that. Dig deep in the feature. Perfect ride. Got the gap late. We celebrated wildly. Very, very happy with that. So money came too, Crip. 6 into about 450.
More importantly, you got around my speed up a bit, Harry Thomas. So yeah, look, went shit. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, Harry Thomas might be ready to have a nap.
Have
somewhere.
a spell, yeah.
Be optimistic in the feature. I've missed yours. We'll come back. Be optimistic in the feature. On the turn, did you watch? Did you think mine looked the winner?
Yeah, I ended up having something on. Got out about $40, didn't
Yeah, got out to any old price. Travelled really nicely. Only beaten 2.5 or something in the end. Well beaten, in all fairness. But no, I got a bit excited on the turn. A bit more fitness, heading towards the Karrakatta if we can get a run. But yeah, no good. But at those two prices, happy with the run. Scooters machine. Let's save the best for last.
This was my first bet of the day to kick off. Now, look,
where are we starting here?
So
the money.
We'll start with the drift. So it drifted heavily. It always looked like it was going to get a pretty soft run in front, but then Lucy Warwick just thought, nah, not today. And on Petite La Femme, a 15 start maiden who has been running absolute crackers when ridden with a sit, from the sound of it, against stable instructions, has just made an absolute meal of the race, hasn't she?
Deary me, sometimes with the prices, I didn't quite understand the drift. The drift made no sense to me whatsoever, and obviously Crip had marked it in the 3s, but things I'd marked it in the 3s. I spoke to BJ, who does his numbers. He's a very smart man. He had it. We all had it in the 3s. We all had Scooter's machine in the 3s. To see it get out to the 8s, then cop the pressure. Pleto, who stayed hard in the market, could not have got, it fell in with the run it had. It deserved to win that every day of the week, and deary me, that was stinky. There was nothing. If I was him, after I'd have been blowing up.
Yeah, and the thing as well, they actually broke benchmark. Whereas, with Pat Carberry had a stewards inquiry about his ride in the listed 3-year-old race when they went a million lengths slower. Yeah,
I never heard anything about that.
I know I'm talking through my kick, but I think this ride was a lot worse than Pat Carberry's. But nothing was said. Oh, the trainer got called into the stewards room, but.
Yeah, he said it wasn't his plan.
I thought we're going back. So, anyway, we move on.
We butter up again. Ride of the week. I'm going to give it to a bit of a double. Brad Rawiller. He's just flying at the moment. Pleto, he's riding an excellent dream. The rail was red hot, never left the fence. Brad Rawiller flying for your double. You can have it.
Yeah, nice.
Congratulations.
I'm just giving mine to Chris Parnham on Amacinus. I just love seeing jockeys who draw wide and just intent. Yeah, if they get caught 3 deep, so be it. But he got like you said, got the trail 3 deep with cover, and that horse was always looked the winner on the turn with the run it had.
Tomorrow to follow. I'm looking at the Albany odds for tomorrow. To follow, I thought Watch Me Dance with 59.5, filly against the older horses. I think, don't quote me on this, there's some set weight penalties races coming up or something which suits the 3-year-olds coming up. She'll be super hard to beat no matter where she goes against her own type. She looks to come back in fine fettle, so we're going to follow Watch Me Dance.
I'm going with Luke's choice again.
Luke's Gold?
Luke's Gold, sorry. Yeah, Luke's Gold. Just, again, drawn poorly.
Just watch last week's video.
Yeah. And I'm going to keep putting this horse in as my horse to follow until he draws a barrier.
This will be a launch when it draws the gate.
And gets a favourable run. But that's the thing, like, is he coming to the end of his prep?
He's coming to the end of his prep for about 9 starts. Gee whiz.
He's the most unlucky horse in WA, so I'm going to stick with him.
Okay, let's have a look at this week's card. Rails at the 9 metre position. Westerly's light, cooler conditions 28. Should be a fairer track.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
No, I think it's a typical Ascot track. Slight on speed early, might be even as the day progresses.
Yeah, last week 7 and 5 metres last 2 weeks. Massive rails in run, so like we've wanted to settle 3 back the fence rather than making sweeping runs. So interesting if that progresses and continues, but I think we can allow for a more fair track. We're going to have, on a day where we often say shop late, but we do like some early prices, it's a real shop late day. And cross your fingers we get some of the quotes we want. We'll have a quick look at races 1, the features, race 4, race 7, race 8, and we'll have a quick look at the last as well. But dearie me, tough day to find a bet.
Saturdays have just been really quiet for me. It's been the theme of the year recently, but this tops them all. Like, I generally won't be having a pre-post bet. I cannot find anything that remotely interests me. But anyway, we'll discuss a few races, and you never know what Betfair does late. So
exactly right. Race number 1, the Maraschino Benefit over, what's it called? It has an actual name. Let's Celebrate the City of Belmont Handicap. 2,200 metres. Maraschino went up McManus. A little McManus moment. Went up $2.90. Yeah, I wasn't sharp. You got to be quick. I reckon I was 30 seconds behind, and he went up. Anyway, went up $2.90 Maraschino. It's a $1.90 type thing now. It's a 72 rater in a 72 plus. Just so perfectly in. Pikey goes on. He's shown that he's adept at leading or breezing, racing with cover. Runs in listed races over the journey have been good. Look, he should just be winning. It's a question of price for me.
Chris. I don't even have much more to add there. Marked him $1.60. I think I don't like backing odds on pops really, especially in the staying race. It's not really my go, but even money plus will probably get me. Yeah,
even money plus, same for me. Odds on, look on. Don't take odds on. Don't walk under ladders. That's the old saying. So Maraschino, it's one of those ones. If we can get over even money, we might have a pop.
Yeah, I actually hope that Pike rides in with a sit, which I think will be possible with Major Mambo and Sacks on, Sacks off, settling in the first 2 in running.
Yeah.
He has been over-racing a little bit, and there's no better man to fix that than Willie Pike. So, I think, pretty of a boring start today, but I think we can kick off the day with a winner. Just like you said, what price do you want to dive in at? Yeah, a bit of bat on ball.
You're $1.60, I'm $1.80, so I'm the same as you. We'll rarely hop in odds on, so even money plus we'll probably have a buck or 2 on. The Mel Vista Stakes, the final lead up to the WATC Derby over the 2,200 metres. What do you say? There's a $1.16 pop going around. So look, the only thing I'll say is that my friend Paul looks your leader. In a race devoid of speed, Western Empire might end up on his back, and it just could be a bad spot to be if my friend Paul stops, as you'd expect from the 800, but you'd expect him to be able to encounter trouble and still get the job done, Cripps. So should be winning, and there's no real standout prices for second. The only thing I will say, I threw out Fear the Wind. I reckon his run was identical to Flash Ducati and not that far off we go, at about 400 to 1 last start. So I've marked him $8 favourite out. He's currently 6-7. So
you might get bigger than that.
You might. Well, 365 have up 17. It's very random how they got such a unique price there. But even then, I don't really want to dive in, to be honest. I'm not tipping that with any confidence.
Yeah.
Western Empire should be winning. For futures players, one thing I'm doing, and it might be a little bit wild, is Holy Enchantment isn't here. Cripps, Salea's still in the market. Spotty wants to be in today's video, which is really good.
He'd beat half these home.
He would beat half these home. Dom to shoot second favourite. I don't know if he's going to come back for a derby. So I reckon the market will thin out after Saturday. Pure Devotion's $8. Temptation's about 20. I reckon just backing the pair of them, and I think they'll both end up overs in the derby going that way. I think Western Empire will be very hard to beat, but I'm a big fan of shopping overs. So if you're looking for something and an interest, it then gives you an interest to cheer the Western Empire doesn't go all that well either. So just a thought, futures-wise, going forward. So race number 7. Probably a rare race where there's been just a little bit of value for me, Crip. I think that the leaders are extremely questionable here. Some sort trialled in blinkers.
And doesn't have them on first up.
Trialled like winks, ran 58 odd down the straight, 58.12 down the straight. Now the shades go off.
Beating some of the more credentialed stablemates too.
What's the plan? Are they going to sit? I heard things last campaign that they wanted to look after his feet or legs.
Yeah. But even if they do lead like a high pressure 1200 first up, it's always going to be suspectable late, isn't he?
Yeah, massively. I think you just got to take him on. You got to take on mood swings, 1200.
Yeah, I think Mood Swings has run well at 1200 before, but it's probably more than Matt. Like, there's a fair bit of speed in this, and
Magnaforce.
And I don't know what Magnaforce will do either, but like it's going to be, they're going to run it pretty hard, aren't they?
Trevor Tarski doesn't bring him to town for nothing, does he? He doesn't bring him to town for nothing.
Last prep.
Yeah, and he goes huge for fresh as well. His numbers don't suggest it quite as much, but he goes huge fresh. But for me, the race shape suggests they'll all be stopping, and we can look for a horse just off the speed. Amazonas will be super popular, and rightly so. As Crip mentioned before, it was a big win 7 days ago. 1200, no issue. He's only previous go over 1200. He was equal to Rationale, who obviously has made that form look really nice. Currently around 320. That's sort of what I marked her. I could have probably got her a little shorter in all fairness.
It's the exact same, 320.
Yeah. Okay. So at that sort of price, I'm still sort of undecided. And by the time I'm doing my little spiel, it'll either be Absolute each way or back Absolute, save Amazonas. I've marked Absolute around $6. I thought she has just gone super since moving up to the stables of Luke Fernie. I think she's a horse that when she landed with Fernie Senior, they had a big opinion of, and she didn't really hit her straps in Kalgoorlie despite starting fairly well commissioned in the Goldfield several times. She's come up here, rang a bottler in the championship final with Pikey on board, just missed What About Moses, knocked off Regal Poise from last from a wide gate, was stiff behind Lipstick Flickers, huge run from last from a semi-sticky gate, went to Bunbury in a harder race, was arguably one of her better runs when running 8th of 10, running the quickest last two of the race in a slowly run 1200 behind Charlton Eddy. Thought she hit the line better than Weapons Sun, who's flying, and I think I would be tipping in this race with a great deal of confidence. The query is from Barrier 2. Lucy's probably 3 or 4 back the fence, 1 off the fence type thing. We'll need some luck in running, but maybe he'll be able to have a stronger sprint and sustained sprint at the end if he saved up for that one run. So $10, $3.30 a place. May even see better late. Absolute's one for the day that's come up above my price. Correct?
Yep. No, I was the same. What price I have Absolute? I had it $8.50. So I'm disappointed with the early price. I'm not sure why, but I thought we're going to probably see better than the current quote. But yeah, you're 100% right. And from the barrier, like last start looked better than what it did on paper, but the two before then drew 10 of 16 and 11 of 13. So was forced to go right back, flooded home. Now, even though we potted Lucy before, she's really good. She's a good 3 back the fence rider because she's got soft hands. Yep. If she can just sit there and the gap's open, I reckon she's the right person for this type of horse, and would not surprise me to see her sliding her way through the field late.
Hopefully Britt's not listening and you're talking about Lucy's soft hands. Absolute is the go, potentially saving Amazonas. The prices, touch and go either way. I think, as I said, I think it will be a race set up for those making some ground. Cripper, the city of Belmont, WA Oaks. I may need a bit of I may need some resuscitation if this race doesn't go to plan, because I've been backing Pure Devotion for the last 6 weeks and even saved on Temptation earlier in the week at the price. So
I think you're pretty safe.
Mate, I felt pretty safe many times in recent weeks, and it hasn't worked out accordingly. But look, Temptation, what she did midweek to knock off Maricino like that, who will probably frank the form in race 1. Yep. It was super, wasn't it? Just to the eye, it was just it was a really nice horse. And one thing we've learned about the Danny Morton yard is he trains good horses really well, and he gets them going super. So I think they'd love another run between the 18 and the 2400. But she comes in with live claims, and the fact she's drawn 3 holes inside of Pikey is a major
pair closer.
Yep.
It's amazing how bad she went at York second up, didn't she? Beaten 6.6 by Worth to Risk, and then
with the run off,
and all of a sudden she come out and she's your main danger to the favourite. So look, at the market's been up for ages, but Pure Devotion's about even money. Temptation 380. that looks
About
similar
right.
to my market.
Yeah, it's about right.
When I first started, I thought, geez, I'm going to potentially find temptation to beat the favourite. But when you just add in, obviously Pike hops on, Winkers go on, all of Bob's horses and the stable, they just improve with run to run. Like, you could easily say that she'll improve 3 or 4 lengths, I think, and that makes her look pretty hard to beat. But yeah, I don't think that they should be engraving the trophy just yet.
No, I agree 100%. Couldn't have surmised it better. Do you know that Bob's won the last 6 Oaks?
Has he?
Yeah, I found that out this morning. So,
fun fact, he's
yes.
due to miss a week.
Yeah, he's due to miss one, but Chris Barnum's won 3 of those or 2 of those as well for him, so he can often win on the second stringers.
Reliable star might come into calculations then.
Yeah, I hope not, Crip. I really hope not, Crip. So, yeah, I unashamedly be cheering for Pure Devotion, but the market's bang on.
Yeah,
so
good luck.
can't stress a bit.
I did follow you in slightly on Pure Devotion, so I'll be quietly cheering for that, but don't have anything on Temptation, which is concerning, but not really enough to lose too much sleep over. But yeah, good luck, Terry.
Thanks, Crip.
You've been tipping it for probably months now, so you deserve to come on here.
I love your
you've got some good overs, so yeah, good luck.
Lucky last of the day, Crip. Talk us through this one. We were hoping for a slightly longer quote here, weren't we?
We were. So I think, I'm not surprised we're not getting a slightly longer quote on Miss Kentucky. Look, she'll be everyone's best of the day. She's had the 5 starts, 4 wins, resumed in a lot easier company than this first start, but just the way she did it just looked like a horse that was going to go through the grades really quickly. Expect that she will reach listed level in the not too distant future. And look, from barrier 1 might be your only concern. She could potentially box seat, but probably more likely 3 back the fence. So the gaps will have to come at the right time, but there's good speed in this. You've got Chris Parnham to worry about that. Yeah, look, I think all things being equal, she'll win and win pretty well. Yeah. In saying that, won't be diving in at the $1.70.
No, neither will I. I mean, the 2 horses in front of her could end up being Captain Kink and Highland Beat, which are 2 pretty nice types that should open up gaps for her. So I'm with you. What price were you?
Oh, look, I had it $2, but because, as I said before, I don't really back horses at odds on. When I'm keen on one, I normally mark it conservatively because it's like the longest I could have got it. I could have easily had her $1.60, $1.70, $1.80, but yeah, we'll go for the sake of the exercise. We'll go $2.
Yeah, righto. Yeah. I'm with you. But because of the $1.60, as we sort of discussed on air before we came on, sometimes you've got to, even though you think it's a good thing for the day, and you're hoping to be fully set at your 250. You love to be fully set at your 250, and you just wait for that for the day. You sort of have to look to get it beat. So that's under our odds, Crip. Does any of these come up over your odds? Just as a consideration for. I don't know.
Well, and again, we were speaking about this off air, but the one who came up slightly over my price in my market, and I know he's yours, is good old William Pike in the last day. So
how's that?
State Attorney, I've marked him $8.50.
I'm on the dot.
Yeah, there's $15 available at the moment. In saying that, I'm not rushing to dive in. And you again said this off air. He's a horse who seems to do his best when he draws a gate. It's a bit like Dig Deep, to be honest. He's a barrier horse.
He's a superstar. I thought you were going to he's a future railway. I don't think he's going to win a railway this month. I don't think he's winning a G1 on the 23rd of November later this year.
You really penciled the date in, have you?
Yeah, I've actually got a little thing on that weekend, so that's a discussion for later. But yes, his 3 or 4 wins have been barriers 1, 1, 1, 3. So it's sticky. Jeez, I would have loved to seen him draw a hole and be 15-1, but probably wouldn't get the 15-1 if he drew a hole.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If he drew a hole, I probably would have marked him 6s and you take the $10 or something
and you're happy
each way.
Each way.
Yeah. But from barrier 8, just looks a little bit sticky. But in saying that, how many times has Piker deceived us all?
Yeah, no, exactly right. I think there's a lot worse things you can do than have something small on Pike each way at 15s and 3.5 or whatever he is. But expecting Miss Kentucky to do exactly what Crip said and probably win black type in the not too distant future. Yep. So should be winning with normal luck. Now, Cripper, how am I going to get a best of the day from you? What are you going to give me? Give me something.
Okay, I'll give it for the sake of exercise.
Okay.
Would you rather be on Miss Kentucky or Maricino at, say they're the same quote, say $1.80?
I've marked them $1.85, $1.90.
Okay, so you'd rather
Maricino
same with me. So
dearie me.
Which leads me on to by default, I'm going to say my best today is Maricino. I think
I love it's a staying race. That shows where you're at for the day. A 6-horse staying race and it's your best.
Exactly. Like I just think, if we can get even money, just a bit of bat on ball. And but yeah, like I said, I won't be tipping anything. I mean, tipping any fixed odds betting for my subscribers, and I haven't had a pre-post bet other than the sort of what I got on at Tap Touch this morning.
Yeah, just little McManus moments. Take advantage of.
Yourself?
Little gifts. Well, the only horse that I'm probably going to write up about is Absolute. I'm not all that bullish. I've marked at 6, it's 10, so it's not necessarily a huge amount over my price, but with Maricino and Miss Kentucky, I'll be keeping a keen eye out on Betfair. There's surprise money elsewhere, and we get a little quote because either of those, they're the two I most want.
A good example is Miss Kentucky first up, $1.40 out to hit even money. You just never know. You just got to you got to sit there and watch. And
I got scared off.
I didn't have much of it all because I reckon backing shorties late on Betfair is my Achilles heel.
Do you want the first thing I think of that Madame Torio? $1.50 out to $2.10 late, and then we find out it's basically I didn't want to be there.
Off topic, but how was the drift on That's Funny As on Saturday? Like a horse that I know Scott Embry had it as his best of the day.
He told me all about it afterwards too.
4's out to 8s, and you think, how's that happen? But then you find out that the horse apparently didn't look that good in the yard, bolted on Maddie to the gates, and then you go, well, fair enough. That's why the yard watchers are out in full force, but.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of contradicting myself there because I've just said Maricino over drifts, which is not sort of the higher punting, but
I'll be on track, so I'll keep an eye out.
Let me know, Terry. So I'm clutching at straws this week. Patience is the word for me at the moment because I'm just getting frustrated with the races that are, or not so much the races, but the odds that are getting thrown up. It's another pretty quiet month for me turnover wise. So. But it will turn. It always does.
Always does. Exactly right. Kalgoorlie's back soon as well, Crip. We love a little Kalgoorlie Sunday.
Yep.
Little fill up last season.
You don't have to answer this, but Albany tomorrow. Have you got anything for the viewers?
Dearie me. Roy Rogers made it in race 2 or 3, Brazen Arrow.
Okay.
I think he'll win comfortably.
That might be both our best.
I think he'll win comfortably. That's one of a few actually. We do like the Deep South. Yeah, not really much of a best for me, but tough day.
Yep, good stuff. All right, that will wrap it up for the weekend. As usual, the 1-1 pod, Terry and BJ, or if you want to see my stuff on a regular basis, cripsracing.com. But other than that, good luck on the punt and gamble responsibly.